Hello, everyone. Tan with Fresno State baseball player Will Springer. Thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for asking me to come on.
No problem. I'll start the first question. How old are you when you started playing baseball?
I was 4 years old. Um, I remember going to the baseball signups with my mom and my brother when I was not old enough to play, and I was mad because I wasn't old enough. But then once I turned four, um, it changed my life, and I loved playing baseball as a kid, and it's grown on me since I've grown older.
So you always wanted to play baseball, like even from a young age?
Yeah, I knew when I was little.
Did you play any other sports?
Yeah, I in middle school I played basketball. I wasn't very good at basketball, and then once I got into high school, I started playing football.
Or and it said like, were you the quarterback or something?
Yeah, in
It
high
says
school.
something about like in high school on the website that you the highest passer or something.
Well, maybe for my school, our school's not
Yeah.
very old. It's a newer school,
Uh,
so I'm sure my record will be broken pretty soon.
Did your dad pitching in the MLB make you want to and playing for Fresno State make you want to be a great player as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, growing up when I was younger playing baseball, people always ask me about my dad, and it's just kind of something that I want my kids to go through. So I kind of want to one up my dad and make it as far as he did, and just kind of have something against him that I could, talk some smack to him or whatever. But he's definitely been one of my motivation factors to how far I want to go with baseball.
So you want to pass him and have your kids go through it also?
Yeah,
What was it like winning league MVP as a sophomore and junior?
it was pretty cool, but I mean, we had a great team, and I mean, it wasn't just me, I mean, my sophomore year, we only lost 4 games out of 30 something.
Wow.
I don't know how many, but there was many deserving guys, and the fact that they nominated me, it was definitely an honor.
So it was just like an honor and you got a good team on that year.
Yeah, it could have been. We could have had 4 or 5 guys that could have gotten that, and the fact that they picked me was pretty cool.
What was it like winning a Valley championship?
That was probably my favorite moment from high school, because I remember it was at the Visalia Rawhide Stadium. I was pitching, and then the last out was a fly out to the left fielder, and next thing I knew, I saw the entire dugout coming towards me, and I was at the bottom of the dog pile, and it was pretty hard to breathe, but it was definitely worth it. It was probably my favorite time in high school.
That sounds like a cool moment.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Why did you pick Fresno State?
Growing up, I was a big Bulldogs fan. My dad always took me to the games, and um, I mean that's just some place that I knew I always wanted to go. I was watching them when they won the 2008 World Series,
Uh,
and
when they
it's been my
upset
goal.
Georgia.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I was only 7 years old, but from that moment, I knew that Fresno State was my goal.
So you knew from a young age that's the school you wanted to go to. Just got
Yeah,
going to all the
especially
games.
because my dad went there and my whole family went there, and it's close to home. It's just everything I really needed.
Kind of like it was also like your family legacy, the school.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you play on travel baseball teams as a kid?
I didn't play travel ball. I played Cal Ripken, and whenever our season was over, um, we'd play all stars. So I would just play all stars, and we had some really good teams. Especially from when I was 10 to 12. When I was 12 years old, we went to the World Series
Oh
in
wow.
Maryland, and that was probably the funnest time I've had playing baseball.
What was that like in the World Series?
It was crazy. We were competing with the best teams in the world. We finished third in the country, and we met some players. I met players from Dominican Republic and um, like Japan, and it was just crazy to think how everyone in the world just came together, and that was probably the coolest part.
Oh, that's cool that you get to like just play against other people from different countries and meet them.
Yeah, they were speaking different languages, and yeah, we were all 12 years old, so it was pretty surreal.
What was the jump from high school to college like?
It was for me, it was tough. Well, for one, I wasn't really playing, so I didn't get the experience that other guys on the team did as freshmen. I had surgery on my elbow, so I knew I wasn't going to be playing last year. But for but the jump that was the hardest was just you have to be mentally tough. It's high school is kind of laid back, but college it's tough, and they expect you to perform, and if you don't, then it creates a big mess, and it's
Everyone's
definitely more stressful, but um, it's more rewarding.
everyone's like competing at a top level.
Yeah, exactly, and you're competing with each other. It just makes you better, but it's tough.
Who is your favorite baseball player as a kid?
When I was a kid, my favorite player was Andre Ethier. I'm a big Dodgers fan, so
Oh, really?
yeah, he retired a few years ago. But when I was younger, my dad actually got us into the Dodgers clubhouse, and um, I told Andre Ethier that he was my favorite player, and he gave me his batting gloves. So I
Oh,
still have my
wow.
batting gloves with me. Yeah, it was probably one of my favorite moments.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you try to model your game after anyone?
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm a Dodgers fan, and right now my favorite player is Walker Bueller. Um, I kind of like how he's just big, tall, and throws hard, and he's not very. He's really skinny, and so that's like one of his disadvantages. He doesn't really have the power, but he makes up for it with being flexible, and that's someone I've tried to kind of model my game after.
He's a great pitcher.
He is. He didn't too well yesterday, but
Mhm.
yeah, but
Everyone has down days though. So,
yeah.
how did you get injured?
I was pitching in a high school game, and I felt my forearm just tightened up, and I didn't really think of it. I don't like to come out of games once I start them, so I toughed it up. I threw another 3 innings, and then the day after, I couldn't even lift my arm. So I
Oh,
knew
wow.
that there was something wrong, and I probably wasn't very smart at the time, but I kept throwing once it started feeling better, and that just made it worse. So I tore my UCL ligament in my elbow, and I had to get surgery, and I'm still recovering from it. Had it just over a year ago, but I'm really I'm happy with how I am right now, and I feel like I'm a lot stronger than I was.
So you're still kind of like rehabbing a little bit.
Yeah, I'm still rehabbing. I'm still on a throwing program, and it's been over a year. I'm anxious to get back to it.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
How do you deal with the stressful moments as a pitcher?
For me personally, I like to take a deep breath. I step off the mound and just kind of refocus and know your game plan, and just don't overthink it. You can't think too much because that's when bad things happen. So I like to stay calm and just focus on what I need to accomplish.
So you like to take a break and just calm down and then pitch again.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the toughest position you have been in while pitching?
I remember my senior year. I was pitching in a game, and it was the last inning. We were up by 1 run, and the first batter hit a triple. I thought it was going to be
Oh,
a home run, but it turned out to be a triple. So the tying run was on third, and it was a really big game. And I don't know how, but I got out of the inning without giving up a run. We won the game. So it was definitely, my heart was beating. It was stressful, but it was,
that's a crazy game.
yeah, it was a crazy game.
What game are you most looking forward to this year?
This upcoming year, we don't really know our schedules
Oh,
yet,
really?
but last year I wasn't playing, but I was looking forward to playing Stanford. They're one of the best teams in the country, and a lot of people didn't think we had a chance, but we had a really good team last year, and I thought we had a chance, but we never
Hmm.
got to play Stanford. But I'm sure we'll play them in the next year or two.
That was in the World Series or not the college tournament, right?
I'm not sure actually when we were supposed to play them because our season got canceled pretty early. But
Ah,
yeah, you could be right. I'm not sure.
how have you been staying ready for this season?
So I have a throwing program that I've been following throughout the summer, and so I've been throwing 5 days a week, and I've joined a gym, just trying to stay in shape. Can't really do too much running right now with this air quality, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah, just do whatever I can to make sure I'm ready whenever we play. We're not sure when we're going back, so the only thing that me and my teammates are trying to do is just stay ready.
Hopefully, you guys will get to play soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
What are your goals for your career at Fresno State?
We have a pretty young team right now, and we actually have a lot of returners coming back. So we definitely have a shot at some championships within the next couple of years. So um, I enjoy winning. So and I know all the other guys on the team do too. So I want to leave Fresno State with a couple rings on my finger.
I want to get the rings and leave.
Yeah.
Then the last question I have is for fun. You get to take any three MLB players to dinner. They can be past or present. Who are you taking?
That's a tough one. um, I'd probably say uh, Derek Jeter, Ken Griffey Jr., and he's not a player, but I'd want to go to dinner with Vince Scully. He was the old
Uh,
Dodgers announcer, and I know he has some stories to tell. So um, I'm sure that'd be really fun to. I'm sure that'd be really fun to do with him.
he would be a fun one to have dinner with.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for joining me today. Those are all the questions I have.
Yeah. Thank you.